think that if we can overcome our fears, then we can really start to live the lives that we want. Guys, so today I want to talk to you a little bit about the direction I'm going to go with these vlogs, specifically around this topic of fear. But before we get to that, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can get notifications when I release these daily vlogs, and you can get the first inside scoop on all of this goodness. All right, so I did something a little scary earlier, and I asked for feedback, asked for help from one of my roommates who's a screenwriter, because I realized I got this wealth of knowledge around me, and I never even just ask people for help, and it's not like people don't want to help me or anything. And so I basically asked her, hey, I'm doing these daily vlogs and I'm trying to create more of a narrative, have them be a lot more engaging and more compelling to watch. How do you recommend that I do that? And she kind of gave me the rundown about how movies work, and where you have maybe a basic movie has 3 acts, and at the beginning of an act, it's like a story, right, where you see the characters, and then some challenge happens, and then they get through the challenge. And in our lives, in our relationships with people, we have similarly those same sort of dynamics. And with these vlogs, what I'm aiming to do is to sort of tell that story. What are what's the challenge that's being overcome each day, and the sort of resolution at the end of that. Some of my favorite vloggers are Casey Neistat, or Gary Vee, or even Logan Paul, who's had a bit of controversy over this past year, but I still like all of their styles and how they really just I don't know, something about how they put together the narratives of their days really compels me and intrigues me, and I want to emulate them to a certain extent. As I was telling her, she was saying, hey, so she thinks that I need to have some type of overarching theme. And I was like, well, that's easy. For me, it's about living life to the fullest and taking action in spite of your fears and doubts and insecurities. And but as I was saying this, I was like, that sounds a little too broad, right? And she's like, yeah, the operative word in everything that you just said is fear. And I was like, yeah, that's actually true, because that's the thing that I'm constantly out to overcome. And I think that if we can overcome our fears, then we can really start to live the lives that we want, that we can start to have higher levels of fulfillment and start to see results, and just be powerful and in the face of whatever comes up. And that's what I really want for myself. And I think that the world would be a happier place if more of us did that, came to terms with our fears and still took action in spite of them. She started to give me a couple of tips on how I could potentially structure my vlogs and switch it up such that every episode kind of touches on that same theme, like fear. This is to say that I'm going to be focusing more on that aspect with these vlogs, and really sharing not only how I'm overcoming fears, or how fear manifests itself in all of the different areas of my life, and even in some of the most subtle ways. All of these little decisions that fear impacts, and not to say that they're bad or good, but just really exploring what that looks like. And I think that's the sort of the dialogue that I want to start to entertain, and the story that I want to tell that might be pretty interesting, especially as I'm going on this journey to really make an impact on people, and to become financially independent, and to have a lifestyle that I'm happy about, and that I'm comfortable with, and that I can sustain and stuff. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all. This is the journey that I'm going to be going on, and I want you to leave in a comment below. Let me know, what are some of your questions that you have about fear, or just anything around fear. Don't forget, make sure to like and share this video with your friends and subscribe. Deuces.